Buzz Lightyear is in trouble. The new Disney Pixar film is being banned in 14 countries over a lesbian kiss. And we're talking the usual suspects, so to speak, the UAE, Saudi Arabia, Egypt, Indonesia, Malaysia, and Lebanon. China is assumed to be following suit shortly as well. But the studios are determined. We're not going to cut out anything, not even a tiny bit. And Wajid Leon is joining us now, journalist and international human rights activist, of course. Well, thank you very much for your time, first of all. And we can't really say it comes as a surprise, right?
No, it's absolutely not a surprise. Buzz Lightyear just joined Doctor Strange, Strange, and West Side Story. Both all come from Disney. We have seen a move from a lot of people working at Disney saying that we're complaining that they have seen LGBT community materials being censored, and that's why we have seen Disney World being adamant about not censoring any of its LGBT content, especially that we are currently in Pride Month and saying Pride Month, happy Pride to everybody. LGBT visibility has been very important. Of course, Disney is a very family friendly movie production agency, and they're very careful about choosing what scenes they put on their movie theaters. It's not surprising to see the Arab Gulf, including the United Arab Emirates, Saudi Arabia, and Indonesia, come to banning Buzz Lightyear. This is out of fear of influencing the community.
Right, but let's focus on the west side of the story. No pun intended, but I do like this pun if I'm thinking about it. The studios have allowed censors to cut films in global distribution now for content in the past, including the Middle Eastern market. So what changed? Is it? And let me put the question like this: isn't the Disney refusal just deepens the alienation to an extent?
It might be a two-way effect, but it has come a time where Disney is no longer backing down on visibility for members of the LGBT community, whether it's abroad or domestically. And to them, if that means not showing the movie, then that's the case. There has been a movement inside Disney to make sure that LGBT content are being presented, and it is an issue that has been discussed within Disney for the last few months regarding LGBT visibility.
Right, and you know, cinema and music and art usually help to take off barriers and build bridges, so to speak. So now it seems to be unable to. Have we reached a point of just two parallel civilizations?
I think we are actually starting to engage in cultural interactions. Even though it is very odd, Saudi Arabia did create Ministry of Entertainment. Entertainment is kind of new industry in the Arab Gulf and Islamic countries. They are, in fact, if you look at most of political science statistics, we see a lot of Middle Eastern countries have a lot of interests in Western ideologies and values, especially when it comes to movie theaters and Hollywood. They just disagree strongly with American and Western politics for many reasons. But again, there is a lot of internalized homophobia and a lot of masculinity that is taking over a lot of the Middle Eastern conversation, and it's also determining what Middle Easterners can view.
We don't need to go to the Middle East. Even in Florida, as you've alluded to earlier, we're seeing protests against this trend of Disney or notion. Rather, Wajid Leon, a journalist and international human rights activist, thank you very much for your insight. We appreciate it. Thank you.